What's up guys? So I recently did a video on my top 5 iOS 10 features and you guys seem to enjoy it. So I decided to do a twist on it. Here are top 5 features that Apple should have stolen from Android. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is kind of a big deal. The fact that you still can't set third-party apps as system defaults is kind of a big bummer. So if you use, let's say, for example, Yelp, and I said this in my last video, and let's say you go ahead and push on navigation, it forces you to use Apple Maps. Same thing with email. If you push on a link, it forces you to use Safari. And let's not forget messages. You are forced to use Apple's iMessage or their text messaging system. I want to use Hangouts. Apple, please. I want to be able to pick the applications that I want as system defaults. Don't force me to use your stuff. I get it. You want everybody to use Apple services, but I'm a big boy. Let me be. So number 2 is sort of a pet peeve. We've all heard this. Right? No. If you have an iPhone, that's not your iPhone ringing. That's actually the default iPhone ringtone that everyone uses. Why? Because it's so freaking hard to change it. That's why. Please, Apple, I just want to drop an MP3 onto my phone and be able to select it as a ringtone. It's not that hard. Now for this next one, it's kind of a big deal and it will almost make me want to switch to an iPhone. As long as I can customize the UI. Come on, Apple, you've had those same row of icons for how many years? It's boring, it's outdated. Let me customize it. Let me personalize it. At least let me move the icons wherever I want. I want to be able to change the fonts. I want to be able to change the icons, the way they look. It's not that hard. Please, Apple, this is such a small request. Plus, you will also create more jobs for developers. I mean, it makes sense. So for this next one, how many times has Apple redesigned the notification system? And it's still clunky. Take a look at Android. Very easy, very simple. You swipe down, look at your notifications, but most importantly, when you swipe up, they are still at the very top. You can see all of the different apps that the notification system is using. Come on, Apple, it's not that hard. And last but not least is better camera controls. If I'm shooting in 1080p and I want to shoot in 4K, I have to exit the app, go into settings, go into photos and camera. From there, then pick 4K. Go back into the camera. I mean, by then, I already missed a shot. Everything is so clunky. Guys, come on, Apple. You guys always speak up that your game is strong on the camera department, and it's lacking a little bit. Same thing. I have no white balance control. I have no ISO control, no exposure control. These are manual settings, and I get it. Some of you are gonna say, well, download a third party. It doesn't work that way. This should all be implemented into the iPhone because Apple is always saying that the camera is the best. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Also, follow me on Snapchat for behind the scenes. But let me know what your favorite feature from Android is and how you would want that on the iPhone. Thanks again for watching, and you will catch me in the next one. Adios.